After evaluating and working with many bully-type dogs, I started to notice something about their hackle posture, particularly when I was assessing dog-to-dog aggression, or lack thereof. I noticed that some dogs' tails would hackle about an inch or two up the tail from the base. Some dogs' tail hackles would raise when they were in front of another dog, or even just sniffing the smell of another dog, usually dog's urine. I started wondering why some dogs' tails hackled when other dogs' tails did not. Did this have a significant meaning? Hackling, or more technically called piloerection, is commonly seen in dogs. Surprisingly, I could not find a lot of research or information about the meaning behind different areas on a dog that may hackle. Piloerection is something mammals do, including humans. On humans, it is called goosebumps, but on a dog, it causes their hair to stand up, along with the skin when it puckers. Many people misinterpret hackles on the back as a sign of aggression. I certainly know some dogs that raise hackles when surprised or aroused that are not aggressive, including my own dog Shiloh. Shiloh's hackles go up both on her shoulder area and her lower back when she is barking at a noise or intruder like a crow flying overhead. My dog Chardonnay raises her hackles down her back whenever she meets a new dog or a person. But she is far from aggressive with dogs or people. With Chardonnay, my guess is that she is aroused because she likes to be in control of a situation, but she is also insecure, so this creates conflict within her, causing her hackles to raise. She's also an example of hackles raising all the way down the shoulders and the back when a dog is unsure. My dog Annie would hardly ever show her hackles raised. She was a confident dog without fear. She was very protective and territorial. If any hair raised on her, it was only on her shoulder area, never down her back. My dog Tipton gets hackled up in his shoulder area and lower back when playing. He's likely overstimulated or aroused during play, but he's not aggressive with dogs. I cannot recall any of my dogs or foster dogs having hackles raised on their tails. So if this were a more common occurrence in all dogs, I would have noticed it by now. I also noticed the tail hackles appeared almost exclusively in bully breed type dogs, which I have fostered, but only after they passed a dog-to-dog evaluation. Perhaps the hackles are visible on bully type dogs because of their short single coat, and they can't be seen on longer haired dogs. Once I started to notice this tail hackle phenomenon, I started looking for it on other breeds of dogs. I have only seen it on other breeds of dogs twice. After seeing tail piloerection on many dogs over and over, I started to realize the dogs displaying the piloerection had some level of dog aggression, or at the very least, overly interested in dogs. I have seen the tail puff up when dogs are sniffing other dogs' urine or smell other dogs. I have also seen the tail hackle when a dog sees another dog, and it is often combined with forward confident posture, not insecurity. I think it is pretty safe to say that dogs shown in these photos with tail hackles are not insecure about the other dog. They are certainly aroused. It's likely that the arousal, when paired with an assertive stance or forward action towards another dog, stems from an aggressive mindset. I want to make it very clear that I am not proposing every dog with tail hackles is dog aggressive or every dog without tail hackles is dog friendly. To do that without investigating the dog further is foolish, but I think it is something to take note of. It can be one piece of the puzzle when assessing a dog. One needs to be able to understand and read dogs thoroughly to apply the possibility of tail hackles and their meaning. I do not take one body cue and make a blanket statement about a dog. I look at all the behavior the dog is showing and pair that with body language to make my assessment. The black dog's tail hackles are raised with wanting to go forward when he smelled, heard, and then saw another bully type looking dog. The red pit bull with the black dog is intense, and targeting the black dog's neck in what many would see as play. But she is not playing. She's practicing fighting, and her tail has a large puff about 2 inches above the base. In the picture of the black pit bull and the blonde dog exchanging greetings, their tails are up. There are no hackles raised on the black pit bull. She is also a confident but not pushy dog. One dog that was not a bully breed that showed tail hackles was a black dog at a dog shelter I went to. The black dog was staring at me when the tail hackles raised, not another dog. This dog was feral and not afraid of people, but very confrontational. This behavior is quite rare to make direct eye contact while grabbing a leash and chewing on it, with his tail hackles puffed. This dog actually gave me hackles, goosebumps, because of his intensity and direct stare. I believe his tail hackles symbolize that intensity. I have noticed enough of a correlation to make this a worthwhile inquiry. I think a dog's tail hackles get puffed up when that dog is very aroused or stimulated. The source of the stimulation may be what the dog is going to be aggressive towards. If anyone has other information about tail hackles and what they mean or other observations, please reach out and let me know.